Hey there, welcome back. So today we will check the impact of final keyword on methods and classes. Now this project which is in front of us, this is the exact copy of the project which we have built in our last video, and we will proceed from here. So let me get rid of this call to methods, and in here, in order to check the impact on method, firstly we need to take help of inheritance. So in here we have this class B which extends from class A. We have two methods. First one is parameterized constructor and second one is the getter, which is no rocket science. Now moving forward, we will create two methods in our class A, which is the parent class, right? So this would be a public method, public. This will return void. The name of the method could be like India, and we will simply display message in here, and the message would be like India is amazing. Well, India is amazing, right? So we will proceed further and create a yet another method, and the name of the method would be, for example, USA. And in here we will again type in a yet another message, and the message would be USA is fantastic. Alright, so I never visited US, but I feel that USA would be fantastic. So these are two methods. Now moving forward to b.java, in here we can like override these methods, right? So we can override India and US. So I can right click, navigate to source, and in here we have this option of override / implement methods. If we click in here, we can easily see that we can override India or US method. First of all, let us try to override India. And in here, we are having this skeleton for overriding this method. Let us get rid of everything which is inside this overridden method, and we will type in a custom message. The custom message would be like, hello India, what's up? So pretty cool message, I guess, right? And now finally let us navigate to app.java, and we will be creating a object of class B type. So we will type in B obj1 maybe equals new B, and we will initialize the variable with 12 maybe. We don't require variable in our class B in order to demonstrate the usage of final keyword on method, but it's there. Let's do one thing. Let's initialize this with 1, and let's get rid of this parameterized constructor. That will be better, and yes, that's good enough. And let's get rid of this initialization, and now using obj1 we will be calling in India, and we will also call in US. Alright, let me execute, and the output should be as expected. Hello India, what's up? This is the output from the overridden method, and this is the output from the method which is in our parent class, right? So this is coming from the parent class, and we have overridden India. So in here we are getting this message, so which is cool enough, there is no issue. Now for example, if we mark US as final, then definitely there should not be any impact. Why? Because we haven't overridden final. But if now we try to override India, then there would be an issue. Let me mark this final, and as soon as we mark this as final, then there is a issue when we try to override India. And if we hover upon this issue, it says remove final modifier of a.india, and the reason is pretty simple. If we mark a method as final, a final entity cannot be overridden. That is the rule. Let me execute the program, and there would be definitely a crash. Let me open up the crash, and in here you can see exception in thread main, and the issue is here. Class org.studyeasy.b overrides final method India dot, and then definitely there is some notation. So the issue is because of overriding a final method which is not allowed. Now for example, if we want each and every method in a class to restrict from overriding, what is the solution? We won't be happy to apply this keyword for each and every method. That's simply not a good idea. In those cases, we can apply the final modifier directly to class level. Let me do this, final, and again same impact. There would be a crash. All right, so there would be a crash. Let me show in here again. It will say remove the annotation override, right? Let me remove this annotation. Can we remove this? Well, we can, but again there is a issue, obj.usa. Why? Let me check. Now there is a twist in the story. We were expecting that when we are trying to make a call to India method, there should be an error, and it turns out to be we are getting an error for this USA method. And if we check b.java in here, definitely there is an issue when it comes to India method, but it is saying to remove the override annotation. And as soon as we remove the annotation, the issue vanish. Now again, let's move to this app.java, and in here again there is an issue with USA method, and it is asking us to create an USA method, but we already have this method in our parent class A, but we are not able to use it. And the answer is pretty simple. Once we mark a class as final, we won't be able to use the class as a parent class, or in other words, we won't be able to have a subclass for this class A. And if we navigate to b.java, in here Eclipse is complaining remove the final modifier of A. The answer is pretty simple. We cannot override anything inside a final class. As a result, inheritance is not applicable for final classes, and we won't be able to create subclasses of final classes. So we will be removing this extends A from here, and let's create an method for USA. And in fact, let's copy this only because this message is good. Let me paste it in here, and finally we can print the output, which is fantastic. Alright, so US is fantastic. Hello India, what's up? And India is amazing, in fact. Alright, so this is all about today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.